Hi, I'm Farina Thompson, grandmother from Reno, Nevada, that's moved here to the state of Oklahoma to fight the Department of Human Services foster care division um, in regards to my grandson. They have my grandsons in their custody, and they have been since March 2nd of 2006. And I'm coming forth to say, it's a waste of taxpayers' money to house children where they have relatives and family members and mothers and grandmothers and fathers that want these children. And that's the reason why I'm coming to you today on this video. It's simply because I am these children's grandmother. I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, over 2,000 square feet home. I have more than enough space for my grandchildren. I can take care of these children with no problem and without the help of any assistance from any state agency. I don't want one red cent from the state of Oklahoma, not one red cent to take care of my grandchildren. I can do that. All right. And I feel, it's just a waste of taxpayers' money for them to continue to house and feed my grandchildren when I am here. I want my grandchildren. I can do everything that they're doing and better and more. All right. My grandchildren mean the world to me. We don't need the system. And yet, the system, they have kept my grandchildren away from home for the past 4 years, since March 2nd of 2006. That's not right. Here I am, the grandmother that wants these children, and they have done this to our family. The bottom line is they're not practicing their policies and procedures. They have procedures that they're supposed to go by, and children reunification should be top priority. And as it states in their handbook, in their Oklahoma Administrative Codes for the Department of Human Services here in the state of Oklahoma, it is top priority and it's imperative that the children have visits, be in contact, because that's is pertinent in placing these children back home. And the Oklahoma DHS, hasn't made every reasonable effort to comply with the rules in the Oklahoma Administrative Codes under the Department of DHS. These children are supposed to be home, and my grandchildren are supposed to be in my care. Now, it shouldn't have taken this long, and my boys are still in group homes and in foster care. And they are giving me all this static for no apparent reason, only only to satisfy their negligence. Okay, because I have proof and my grandchildren's supposed to be home with me. And these people are not working with me. They are totally against me. And the fact that I am a very strong individual, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to let these people walk all over me, because my grandchildren do not deserve to be in no one else's home, into any stranger's place of residence, or in any group home. My grandchildren deserve to be home with me. I've been in these children's lives since day one. And so with my babies being out of the home these past 4 years, you can imagine the pain and the emotional state that put my grandchildren in, especially by them not giving us our visitation. And the visitation, there isn't any. I mean, it's really awful. It's just terrible. And you can imagine what these kids go through in there. And I worry about my grandchildren and the fact that I don't get to see them And like recently, they just took the visits away this past Thursday, March the 11th, approximately 4:45 in the afternoon, Central Time. And you know what? That was very harsh and painful. And you know, my grandchildren want to hear from me, and I want to hear from them, and all our communication, so it's very hard. It's truly very hard, and I just want everybody to know, that my grandchildren are supposed to be home with me, and the Oklahoma DHS. I mean, there are some really crooked people, in my opinion, because they have caused so much damage to my children and the other children that's in there without the visitation and the bonding and the connection with the outside, their biological family members and their loved ones, their mommies, daddies, grandpas, grandmas. I mean, that's essential to these children that's in foster care because they're stuck in places with strangers and God knows what, and we don't know what's going on with these children in there. And I worry about mine continuously. So, it's very sad. It's very sad. But as a strong person, I am not letting this here go. I'm not going to sit down and shut up. My grandchildren mean the world, and I want everyone to know what's going on because it's not right. It's not right whatsoever what's taking place here in the state of Oklahoma. And I want my grandchildren home. I'm not a felon. I've never been charged with a felon. I've never been to prison. And I have a home. I'm standing, taking care of business, standing on my own 2 feet, responsible, mature, and my grandchildren has a place to call home. They have a place, wherever grandma is, they have a place to call home. And my grandchildren knows me. They know their grandma. They know that I'm here. I love my grandchildren. And I just want everyone to know out there that Oklahoma DHS, they are some crooked individuals and they are giving me a hard time in getting my grandchildren out of the system. So please, as I close, I would love for everyone to continue to pray for me and my grandchildren, pray for my family, and pray for my grandchildren a safe return home, that they get out of foster care and away from that corrupted foster care system. I thank you very much. Have a good evening and a wonderful day.